over Emerald. If you're a fan of the show Breaking Bread with Monsignor Jamie on Net TV, then you are going to love his new book. Ever watch the show and go, oh, I wish I wrote that recipe down, it looked delish? Well, now most of those recipes are in one book called Breaking Bread with Monsignor Jamie, From Feeding the Stomach to Feeding the Soul. Author Monsignor Jamie Gigantiello, Vicar for Development in the Diocese of Brooklyn, joins us now. Hi, Monsignor.
Christine, thank you so much for having me.
It's so great to have you, and what a fun topic. Now, everyone knows you as a priest, from Futures in Education, from the Emmaus Center, as an FDNY chaplain. You're wearing the uniform right now. But you're also an excellent cook. Tell us, where did you learn to cook?
Well, I loved cooking when I was growing up, but then I went to the Culinary Institute after high school, and I worked for 10 years in hotels and restaurants, and I've always loved cooking. And then when I started doing the show for the Net, I really gained all that enthusiasm back, and I really love doing it. And I still love cooking. Well,
so who knew that being a priest was your second career? Yes. What made you write this book, and how long did it take you to come up with it?
Well, I've been working on it for about 2 years.
Okay.
And the show's been on about 12 years. And many people have been asking me for the different recipes, and so I thought of putting something together. So we came up with the idea of putting all the guest chefs that we had, the recipes into one book, telling a little story about how breaking bread together really brings people together.
Yeah.
And also the show has talked about a lot of people of faith and how their faith has been their inspiration and their motivation in life and the things they did. So I put the book together, and here I am.
And I love it. And it's not just recipes in the book. There are also tidbits about your guests. There's things about
spiritual bites.
Yes, your personal life. And I was going to say, these spiritual bites. I love it. So what exactly is that? Talk about that.
Well, I've talked about, when we're talking about food, once in a while I'll put a little thing about, how food brings us together,
Yep.
a little spiritual thing about sitting down together, and also all the different experiences I've had with people, and also during the cooking experience, it really makes you stop and reflect on the blessings we have in life.
Absolutely.
So, and I talk about how cooking also has helped me with my vocation. And it, especially in development, now I'm doing work for raising the funds for Futures and everything. And I talk about how it brings people together. Because when I'm at an event and I say, oh, this is Monsignor Jamie, he's a fundraiser, he's for, now, okay, they say, he's a chef. He has
like,
a cooking
oh,
show. All of
really?
a sudden, it opens up
That
doors.
people are interested, right?
Yes. They say, why don't you come over to our house to cook and do this?
Yeah.
And I do, and then I ask them for a donation for Futures.
There you go. Nice. I wish we had a little kitchen in here. You could have cooked for us. So what is your favorite recipe in the book?
Well, people always ask me what's my favorite recipe. And I really don't have any. I have a little bias towards Italian food.
Of course.
But of course, I mean, there's a pork chop recipe in there with avocados, and it's one of my specials, the ones I like the best. But, I have different people in there. I have my story about Paul Newman when he was making his salad dressing. And, of course, Lydia Bastianich did the foreword, and Judge
Everybody
DeMango,
knows her.
Hot Bench. So, it's an interesting book, and hopefully, people will buy it.
I love it.
And all the proceeds, if there are any, will go towards Futures and the Emmaus Center.
Oh, that's perfect.
Really
so it's a
excited.
good cause, too.
Oh, yes.
So I had to ask you, because I don't know if you knew my grandmother. We grew up in the same area.
I knew
Rose,
your mom and dad.
all right, well, Rose Persichetti, she used to make a mean meatball.
Okay.
And I looked at your meatball recipe, which I know you got from Monsignor Casado's grandmother.
Yes,
no
exactly.
garlic.
No garlic.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. But when I was growing up, I always put garlic.
Yeah.
But when I got his grandmother's recipe, my grandparents were all deceased by the time I was like 5 years old. So, I knew his grandmother, and I loved her meatball, so I wanted to put it in there.
I love it. So you never change the recipes like you get from people? You do. You don't like throw in a little of this or a little of that?
Sometimes I do, and a lot of the recipes in there are from people, but some of them are my own. But I just change 1 or 2 ingredients, and then it's my own.
I love it. That's perfect. So everybody's got to get the book. All right. Thank you so much, Monsignor Jamie.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you'd like to get a copy of Breaking Bread with Monsignor Jamie, head on over to Amazon or your local Barnes & Noble. Go out and get it. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.